Welcome again to the world according to Jason. Hey, what's up, everybody? So, there I go again, right? I keep saying that fucking word, but either way, it is what it is. If you look, I had my girl just pull out all the white hairs in my beard, well, there was 7 of them. Yep, 7, I counted. That's how vain I have become. Alrighty, well, make that a little smaller for you so I don't look like such a big, gigantic fat head, right? All right. The last story that we did out of the book, So You Think You Want My Job, 20 years in the body piercing industry, filled with stories you will never believe. Now, hey, I did want to tell you this. If you would like a copy of this book, I actually have 7 of them left at home. And of course, if you want it, just DM me, hit me up in my Facebook, and we'll dilly-dally figure it all out with the numbers. I'm probably looking, depending if you're a Vegas local, then as long as you're not in like Summerlin or some crazy shit, I'd actually just bring it up to you. Or, we'd figure out, meet somewhere in the middle. Because honestly, if you're in like fucking Summerlin, I'm in Green Valley gangsters, and I'm in Green Valley, so I'm gonna be real, that's the other side of the motherfucking planet to me. But we'd figure it out and I'd get it to you. So they're $10 a piece. The ones I have, if you live out of town, I would do the shipping, is like $5, I think, some shit like that. So I would just have you DM me, and we'd put it to just do a Venmo, and I'd mail it right out to you. Or, if you're local, we can just pick the motherfucker up, figure it out from there, okay? But back to the book. Oh, and if you want to see the book, this is actually the book. Check out that guy, huh? Check him out. Notice the joint in the mouth, right? It's not a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes. It's bad. This shit'll kill you. So the last one went over. The last chapter was the My Masumi Max Look-Alike one, where I became jaded, okay? So I thought to myself, what could I do next? I'm skipping around in the book, not going to go chapter to chapter. If you actually read the book, then you get individual chapters the way they go. But I am going to go over, which should be chapter 4 in the book, actually, which is Fat Naked Biker. Now, I was told you got to make these videos about 10 minutes long, because that way we can get 2 different advertisements in there. And if I get enough subscribers, I can make $1 million a year. Well, I'd be happy with like 25,000 a year to do this shit. Maybe 50. Then I could travel the world, sell books, and talk to y'all, right? So, we all know how I was jaded with the beautiful Masumi Max Look-Alike. The dream girl that turned out to smell like hell. But this one isn't much better. So, with further ado, Fat Naked Biker. I don't know how many of you all know what a guiche piercing is out there. Now, if you're in the industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the easiest way to put it is, a lot of people call it guiche. I hear some people call it the gooch, the taint piercing, whatever you want. What it literally is a spot that goes, if you're a guy now, and girl, I don't really know, to tell you the truth, on a girl if it's the same. But on a guy, there's a spot. It's called the taint, obviously, that area. But the guiche piercing goes right in that spot, kind of between your asshole and your balls, okay? So what you would literally do, this is what Fakir Musafar taught us. You would literally take a toothpick, and there's called a line of frenulation through there. So you would run it down that line, and what you would see is the minute the butthole kind of goes like this, kind of winks at you, blows you a little kiss, but not one of them chocolate starfish kisses that stinks. If they do that, kick them out of your motherfucking chair. But, yeah, last thing you want is when somebody's got their fucking ass straight up in there to fart right in their shit, right? No pun intended about the shit. But what happens is the butthole will literally go kind of like a little wink at you. So that is the spot you mark, and that's the spot you pierce. Well, many, many, many moons ago, I was like this, young in the game, back when I had more hair. Okay, so I've had my head shaved forever for the most part, but to the point, back before them white motherfuckers were in the beard, right? This is terrible. I don't even like recanting this sometimes, because it's kind of gross, and it fucked with me for years. But I left work. I had never actually done a guiche piercing at this time. I was really fresh to the game. I'm talking maybe 2 years into it. And I walked out the shop, and I was chilling, and I think I went to get my trusty baby girl, sweet Mountain Dew. If y'all know me, you know I'm hooked on Mountain Dew. I'm actually going to go over something different with Mountain Dew later, but either way, So I went and got a soda and whatnot. I came back to shop. Every other fucking person there laughing at me. I'm like, what's going on? And they said, hey, dude, you've got a geesh piercing back there. This dude's fucking, he's ready for it, man. You know? And I'm like, well, fuck. That's $100 right there. And, you know, I think I was getting 70%. So that's like $70 plus tip right there. I'm thinking, well, fuck, I'm probably getting $7,500 out of this shit. Bada bing, bada motherfucking boo. Now, fuck, I knock them out all day. I don't give a fuck. But at that time, that was the first one. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, well, you got this piercing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go back there. And there is, now I'm a big dude, 6'1", like 350, maybe more. I don't know. Depends on what I ate. But there's this dude making me look small. I go back there, butt fucking naked, fat ass biker, sitting on my motherfucking table, face down, ass up. Now, face down, ass up is nice if it's a sexy little woman, but this was not a sexy little woman. This was a 350 to 400 pound biker with his ass, big old fat hairy ass, stick straight up in the air. He looks back at me like, hey, like, you know, type your way you don't want a man to look back at you. Looks at you and says, you gonna pierce my asshole or what, boy? And I just was like, well, sir, let me get ready and we'll do this geese piercing. He's like, yeah, bro, I want this shit done, brother. And I'm like, well, yes, sir. Like, I was like, so you know all about the piercing? And he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna be real, the motherfucker knew his shit. He had done his research. He even started talking about the tribal aspects of the piercing and how it was actually originally to stimulate the first chakra, the whole bit. I was like, well, motherfucker, that's awesome. You actually did your research. And to be real, 95% of people that come and get something like that, they probably would have done their research on anything like a geesh piercing, but you never do know, okay? Some people just think there's going to be something make them feel a little bit better in different situations. But I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting there. I get everything ready. We're using a 10 gauge, fucking, like 10 gauge captive bead ring. I'm like, all right, this motherfucker's he's going for it, you know? I sit there. I get everything fucking measured out. I'm sitting there. I run my toothpick down the fucking line of frenulation, looking for the asshole wink. Right where that asshole winks, he giggles. He's like, I was like, oh, that was creepy as fuck. He's like, ooh, boy, I like that. And I'm like, oh, goddamn, this is not cool. He's like, look, feels kind of good back there, boy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go, all right, and I get everything marked, everything cleaned, marked, cleaned, clean, marked, clean. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I sit there. I run the needle. This dude goes, oh, yeah. Literally just like that. It wasn't like oh, I'm like deep breath in, slowly out. When I said slowly, it's like, oh yeah, boy. That's pretty good, boy. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, this motherfucker. So I run the jewelry, thoroughly creep the fuck out, mind you. And then I run it, I put the captive bead on, 10 gauge, that's pretty hard. So you literally got to clamp it. You got to put openers and open it up, clamp it down. And I'm like, whew, I get it all done, cleaned up. And he looks at me, smiles, grabs me, gives me a fucking bear hug. He's like, yeah, brother, that was real good. I love that shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go over how to take care of everything like that, of course. And he looks at me and he's like, yeah, I got a ride coming up. We're riding up to Barstow. From there, we're going to be riding up to Frisco. I'm like, oh, you're taking your truck? He's like, Harley, boy. I was like, this motherfucker planning on hopping on his Harley, which was a gorgeous Harley, mind you, hopping on his Harley and fucking making a 10-hour run all the way up to Frisco. First to Barstow to party, probably get all fucking drunk and twacked out, and then all the way up to Frisco, and then home with a fresh 10 gauge geesh piercing. And I was like, brother, I hope you have a great ride. I said, it might hurt a little bit. And he's like, nah, boy, I'm looking forward to the rumble on my ass for 10 hours. It won't feel good. Stimulate that chakra. And I'm like, all right, dude, more power to you. I hope that you have a wonderful ride. Please ride safe. Remember, it's not you, it's the cars that aren't watching out for you. If you're riding a bike, it's never if you go down, but when. He's like, I know that, brother. So, yeah, that was my first actual geesh piercing. Fun, huh? Well, once again, this has been The World According to Jason. So stay tuned for new shit always coming, okay? All right, until then, y'all have an absolutely wonderful motherfucking day. And stay tuned, buy a book, and deuces.